My name is Amy Driscoll-McNulty, and I'm excited to be partnering with CHU and the Employee Wellness Program to do this short video series where we are going to be taking about a 15-minute break together to explore some breathing exercises, some simple stretches, and some meditation. This is designed to give you just a quick break that you can take anytime throughout your day. You can do all of this 15 minutes, you can do some of this 15 minutes, you can skip ahead, you can come back. This is really designed for you and your time in mind. So what we're going to be doing each week is focusing on doing some light stretches that you can do seated or standing, no equipment or special clothing needed. Some breathing exercises, again, that you can do seated or standing, even lying down if you want to take a quick little break, and then some meditation. So what we're going to be doing for this week is focusing on some just body awareness and some breath awareness. And hopefully with those two things, we're also going to bring some awareness to our thoughts. So what we're going to start with today are some simple stretches. So I'm going to do these seated. As you can see, I am in a chair. If you have been sitting for a prolonged period of time and you want to take these stretches standing, please feel free to do so. If you are seated, I want you to come forward slightly on your chair. I want you to place both soles of the feet on the ground and rest your hands on your knees. If you're standing, you're just going to bring your feet about shoulder width distance apart and stand nice and tall. So from our position, you're going to start by lengthening the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. So maybe roll the shoulders a little bit, let them relax down and away from the ears. And if you want to close your eyes doing this, you can use my voice to help guide you. And let's begin with some simple shoulder rolls. So bringing our hands to our shoulders, we're going to inhale, shrugging the shoulders up to the ears, rolling the elbows back and down, and breathing. Good. Inhale. Roll and soften through the shoulders. Good. Let's do this one more time to the back. Excellent. And then switch directions. So elbows come back, shoulder blades squeeze together, and then elbows come forward. Good. 2. And let's do one more. That's 3. Excellent. Release the hands from the shoulders. Make sure you're continuing to sit up nice and tall. And let's inhale, bringing the hands up right alongside the ears. Good. Keep the softness in the shoulders so you're not crunching up too tight. And now with your right hand, you're just going to go ahead and grab onto the left wrist and you're going to take a little stretch to the right. Take a nice big breath in here. Exhale out any tension. Good. Bring yourself back up to center. Now take that left hand, grab a hold of that right wrist and take a little bend to the left. Breathe here. Good. Continuing to inhale and exhale. Bring yourself back up to center. We're going to release those hands, and as you bring them down, reach the hands towards the opposite walls, stretching through the fingertips. Good. Finding a little tension as you press the hands down. Good. Excellent. And breathe. Wonderful. Let's take that right arm across the body, hugging it in, stretching through the back of that shoulder. Continue to breathe. Good. These are great to do. Take that left arm across anytime throughout the day if you need a break from your work. These simple stretches, again, taking whatever piece of this that you need, giving yourself a little break throughout the day. Good. Release that left arm. Let's stretch the wrist. So pressing that right hand towards me, go ahead and take a hold of those fingers and then bring them back. You should feel this in the wrist. Breathe here. Good. And now turning those fingers down towards the ground, again, holding on to the fingertips, bringing the palm away from you. Stretch. You should feel a really nice stretch here. This is great for those of us that spend a lot of time on the computer doing this kind of work. Good. And let's switch sides. So now left fingers up, right hand stretching back. Breathe here. Excellent. We're almost through our stretching. We're going to move into our breathing break very soon. Good. Hopefully you're focusing a little bit on that breath as we move through. Good. Breathe. Great. Release the hands, give them a shake. Let's roll out the wrists, first in one direction and then in another. We're also bringing some blood circulation in. Good, bringing some good body awareness in, excellent. Let's take a little twist. So inhale the arms back up, right alongside the ears, and as you exhale, just twist yourself to the right, taking that arm behind, either holding onto the chair like I'm doing, placing it down. Take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, sit up tall. Beautiful. Unwind yourself back to center and move to the other side. So you can simply just twist now to the left. Good, either holding onto that back of the chair if you like for a little support. Good, right hand to the outside of the left knee. Maybe a little gentle pressure there on the outside of the knee to help turn and twist. Big breath in here and exhale back to center. Good. Now let's just do a little hip stretch. So pick up that left leg, cross that left ankle over the right knee, and then just take a little bend forward. Should feel a nice stretch along the back of that hip. Good. Exhale it out. Good. Let's switch sides. So now pick up that right leg, cross that right ankle over the left knee, lean forward. Take a breath here. Excellent. Release that right foot down. Let's come back to the edge of that chair. Now the rest of our practice is going to be focusing on breathing and meditation. So if you'd like to find a seat, if you're comfortable standing, you can certainly stay where you're at. Again, we want our feet to be flat on the ground. So we're not crossing our legs or our ankles. We want to feel nice and grounded. So the soles of the feet are touching the ground. The crown of the head is lifting up. The hands rest on the thighs. Very nice and comfortable. You should feel nice and open and relaxed here. And for this breathing and meditation exercise, I certainly invite you to close your eyes and just listen to my voice. If you want to keep your eyes open, that's more than fine as well. I might close my eyes at some point here. That also helps me focus. Doesn't mean that I'm drifting away, I promise. So sit up nice and tall. Let's close our eyes. Now taking the hands off of the legs, let's place the left hand right on the heart and the right hand on the abdomen. And we're going to start thinking about how our breath fills our body. So with a big inhale here, I want you to feel the breath in your hands. And as you exhale, allow the breath to leave the body, noticing the sensation. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release the breath. Good. Keep breathing. And hopefully, as your breath awareness becomes more focused, you notice that breath moving into that hand that's on your belly. So this deep abdominal breathing, this is the breath that we're looking for, because this is the breath that calms us. This is the breath that brings us back to our center. Good, keep breathing. This is the breath that those of us that practice yoga or breathing or meditation, we think of as how a baby breathes, big and full and deep in your abdomen. So bring that image to your mind. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep the breath soft. And if at any point you'd like to release the hands from your body, you can bring them back down to the thighs or the knees. Keep breathing. Noticing. This is what we're focusing on today. We're aiming for awareness. Deep, slow, abdominal breaths. And now for about the next 30 seconds or so, we're going to exaggerate those breaths slightly just to bring our focus in a little bit more. So with your next inhale, I really want you to fill the lower abdomen. So maybe that hand comes back to the belly. And as you exhale, I want you to draw that navel in towards your spine, expelling all of that breath. And then breathe in, let it fill. Exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine, press that breath out. Try to empty everything out of your lungs. Good, nice big breath in. Let's do this one more time. Exhale, exaggerated exhale, pressing all of that air out. Inhale, good, release the hand back down to the thigh. And now let your breath just fall into its natural pattern. Check in with your body, roll those shoulders again if you need to, adjust your seat. And let's move into our last segment here where we're going to do a little mindfulness meditation. So as I said before, we're going to focus on becoming aware. And what I want to do for these next few minutes that we have together is become aware of our thoughts. So if you haven't already, please, I invite you to close your eyes. Breathe. And notice your thoughts. Where you feel you need to be right now. Any anxieties or pressures that you're feeling, just notice them. And imagine, if you can, those thoughts like clouds in the sky. So you see them, but you don't become attached. They just drift by. And at some point you might notice a thought that doesn't serve you. Perhaps it's overly negative. Perhaps it's trying to draw you back into the past. As best you can, try not to become attached to that thought. Let it go. Let it drift by. And sometimes even the positive thoughts we become attached to. Expectations. Again, let them float by. Imagine your mind as that beautiful, bright blue sky. Your thoughts are the clouds drifting through. And with this breath awareness, with this awareness of our thoughts, I'm going to give you about 20 seconds just to breathe. And if your eyes are closed, gently open them. I hope that you found some peace. I hope that you feel a little calmer after our little break together today. I hope you will join me for our next little 15-minute break. Until then, be safe, be well, and I'll see you soon.